What is up, ninjas? My name is Semworld, and today I have a surprise release for you guys called Parental Advisory. This is going to be your next source of inspiration if you're making G house and bass house. Now, I've been getting requested a lot, guys, for me to make Confessions Revolution Volume 4, as Revolution 3 has been used heavily in the G house genre. I've catched a lot of people using my vocals in some songs as well as sounds, which really helps bring joy to my heart because, as you guys know, I am a sound designer, and my job is to make sounds that people can use in their music to make the music that they envision. Now, with this Soundset, guys, this Soundset is meant to be more of an expansion. What that means is that we're kind of doing the same G house, bass house stuff, but it focuses more on the wubs, especially with the presets inside of Serum. Now, Parental Advisory is going to come with 5 construction kits. They're going to be called Big Bang, Bounce Back, Firestorm, Hubba Hubba, and I Can See. You're going to have a mastered version of them. Now, the cool thing with construction kits, guys, is let's say you like something in that sound, in these construction kits, like maybe the claps or the drums, you can always grab them for your track. Let's say you like the vocals, you can do that. Let's say you like maybe the main synth, but you want to use it as a one-shot, you can crop it and use it that way. Various ways to use construction kits. Now, along, we're also going to have claps, effects, like sirens. We wanted to add a new siren because everyone keeps using the same one that Joyride does. But it's still there. So some cool little effect shots. You're going to see it's more of a 10 of 10 of each. So FX 10, hi-hats 10, kicks 10. We just made a lot of kicks, a lot of hats, and we just picked the best ones that we made to put in the pack. So you can check those out. There's going to be a lot of good stuff there. We do have one-shots for bass. Now, after the samples, guys, we're going to have the Serum Soundset, and the Serum Soundset is where it's at. It's going to contain a total of 70 presets. It's maybe 75, I think, but it's for sure 70. So it's going to have a lot of bass wub stuff and also a lot of cool stuff that I haven't made for other packs. The first thing is we have the wubs, which all sound very standard. You know, of course, we have the modules so that you can play around with it, maybe make a layer for another bass, but there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to dive into in those modules. Here I like one called Bogan, which has an experimental vibe. But if you want to get rid of that, if it's too experimental, you can get rid of that with a mod. And now you just have the standard wub that we are so accustomed to here. You can add a bit of a metallic vibe if you want. And that's going to be accessed here with this module. So the mods are going to give you different variations in the sound that I went. You know, some people might like it, some people might not. Let's give them a choice to pick which one they want. That kind of rhymed though. Next here we have called Bouncy Rat. I'm playing too low of an octave. Okay, so this one's cool. Essentially, you know, the way I hope people use this one is, but if they want to get like an after feedback effect, like a little fill, they can hold down the G or they can hold it down and they will get that nice trick here. And then there's a delay, kind of for effects style of sound, if people want to mess with that. Okay, here we have one called Bugatti, which is a very strong. Next one we have is called Crispy. Can increase the octave so it sounds a little bit more composed and not as swampy. The next song we have, guys, is called Destructo. Now, it's not based on the artist, but it's one of my favorite ones from this pack. It contains a new technique that I found in utilizing saws plus 7s with hard FM, which gives really raspy, nice. Okay, we can swamp it. So it sounds more like so. That's what I mean by swampy, by the way. And mechanical. So it sounds more like a robot, okay? As we go along, we have another one called Flex Me Up. You know, very kind of reminiscent of the old dubstep kind of day. Very standard FM sound. You know, it's a classic. It would be a mistake not to put it there. We have the ghetto flute. These are These are super dope. These are great for those mischievous, or hopefully I said that right, kind of songs. Here we have one called Gucci, which is just another kind of swampy style brassy sounding kind of lead. With this one, if you do a little bit of post-processing on it, you're going to get it to sound like the construction kit here. But as you saw, we do have 2 layers to that. So you're going to layer these 2 together to get the sound of one of the construction kits that we used for it, okay? Okay, guys, here we have a Hectic, F-word inspired. They have a song where they just have a sound going like and a lot of drums, and then the bass does something different than the bass drop. So this is on top while the bass is doing boom, boom, boom. You know, kind of cool stuff. There's some definitely mess around with that, guys. Now there's a lot more wubs to discover, guys, and I'm not gonna lie, majority of the pack is gonna be wubs, but we're also going to be having some cool stuff that we can mess with. For instance, in the FX sections, we do have these kind of outrun kind of presets. What I mean by this is in synthwave, we have these kind of like very fast, action-packed kind of stings. But a lot of people have been using that kind of in bass house and G house. So I think this would be very useful to have on in a certain song in the background to kind of just add a bit of a drive feel to it. Here we have a glitch. Okay, pretty cool. So you can do a couple things with that one. FX Mega. You know, and the police one. So those are both meant to be sirens. Obviously La Migra one, that's more of a unique one, you know, because a lot of people tend to use the Joyride siren, and we just wanted to incorporate another one that people might be able to use that's a bit different. You know, this one's just for the harder people that can use it for sure. Okay, so as we go along, guys, we get to the leads. Now, the leads, we're going to have a couple of interesting ones that I want to show. The first one is the Dyro Melodics one, which is one of my favorite ones. Alright, so these are going to be Dyro inspired leads. For some reason, I feel like someone should be able to use those leads in their bass house tracks, because Dyro did make bass house for a time where it was very hard. So I wanted to get some of those leads in there, inspired by him. A good fill for leads, Evil Dead. We got metal hits, of course. So metal hits that you can alter however you want. Rave saw. Just for some hard stuff there. The tech shank. Of course we need those. You know what's up. Lead, you know. And here's this mod that I really like. So you can do a lot of cool automations with this lead. This is it's badass. Then we have pad. Okay. Some cool stuff there to play with. Very like pads are very more like festival-ish, because you know we don't want like trancy pads in this. And then we have plucks, guys, and honestly one of the plucks is the only melodic pluck, but and then the rest are just more metal hits, more. Okay, but that's going to be the pack, guys. This is just a preview of the stuff in there. Of course, there's a lot more for you guys to discover that I haven't shown you. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. I hope it helps you guys out in making modern G house and bass house. Hopefully it inspires you, gives you a new selection of sounds to play around with. Use them with Confessions Revolution Volume 3 or any other sample pack out there that you have for G house. And hopefully it's a good addition to your library. As always, guys, these packs are meant to support my channel. This allows me to do what I'm doing as a full-time income, full-time job for me, so I can keep making videos for you guys and not have to work a real job. But I hope that you guys enjoy my sound design work. I hope it brings joy to you. I hope it brings hours of fun making music, and I'll catch you guys next time. You guys take care. Peace out, and thank you guys for the support these past few years.